And Brian, Co-op City was right in the heart of this too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you got hammered. What was the experience? So Tom has 12,000 students on campus. You have 60,000 residents.
And they're all home at the time of the storm.
This is home, yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, New York City was shutting down, so all the residents were told to get home. So my facility was full. So you have 60,000 residents. The good thing is that when they built the power plant originally, 44 years ago, it was raised up about 5 or 6 feet. So the main plant didn't have a flooding issue. Okay. My problem was my substations in all the buildings, which was at ground level. So our contingency plan was we sandbagged the areas that were vulnerable. We also had brought in additional emergency pumping stations. We had positioned small key emergency generators in our complex is broke down into 3 building complexes. So every 3 building group was given a small emergency generator for additional pumping needs in case we did get to flooding issues. The plant itself, which is 2 gas turbines, 12.5 megs, steam turbine at 16 megs, a black start diesel, were all operational. We were asked by Con Edison to stay parallel to the grid, as a matter of fact, to actually support the Bronx division of their grid. We have 4 feeders that come in that we maintain our parallel operation. Through the night, they were losing feeders all night long. As a matter of fact, at certain points in time, I stayed in the control room all night long with my staff. They were calling us to help them maintain their grid, to back up their supply of power, as well as their voltages and hertz. We weathered it quite well. I'll be honest with you, we got lucky. We didn't get the flooding at our area as bad as like downtown Manhattan.
Right.
We had, as Tom said, we had additional staff on board. Most of them stayed for about 48 hours. We were then able to get relief. One of the biggest problems with us is that the bridges were closed. A lot of our staff are from either Manhattan or other boroughs. That night they shut them down. They didn't open them up until like the following night. Right. So we couldn't even get staff in either. That was another issue, like yours. The good thing is that the original planning of the facility, which is an N+1, allowed us to run all 3 pieces of equipment. And as we did lose equipment because they tripped feeders, we, in a timely manner, never lost any power, but were able to also then restart that piece of equipment, get it back online, and have it ready if something else did drop out.
So having this generating asset sort of on campus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big benefit.
Huge benefit.
Yeah, not only to you, but to the larger grid.
To the larger grid.
Yeah.
50,000 people lost their power in the Bronx, but everybody around us maintained power.
Interesting.
Whether it was to us helping or just
keeping the VAR support.
VAR support,
Yeah.
yes.
Interesting.